Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Whitney Lewis Ketpin, and I'm so grateful and honored that you all have given me the opportunity to share a little bit about myself and as to why I would be a great fit for North. First, I want to give you a little bit of background knowledge. I just turned 43 years old on July 15th. I am in my 22nd year of education, and I currently serve as associate principal at South Oldham Middle School. I am married to my awesome husband named Mark, and we have two adorable pups named Coach and Coco. I'm originally from Orangeburg, South Carolina, and I am the middle of three girls. My poor dad. When I think of why I would be a great principal for North, I can think of 5 reasons. They are: I'm a champion for kids, I'm skilled at building relationships, I'm a culture builder, I'm structured, and I'm a well-rounded lifelong learner. If you haven't had the opportunity to watch Dr. Reader Pearson's TED Talk, Every Kid Needs a Champion, Google it and treat yourself. 20 years in this gig and it still gives me chills. I strive to be a champion for kids every day. That may mean I'm covering the Dungeons and Dragons Club on a Friday, or that I'm on the sidelines cheering on a victory, or encouraging kids to hold their heads high after a defeat. I'm also a champion for kids when I observe teachers. Teacher growth is a key part of my job, and I always want to leave teachers with a nugget. I also want to push them to think bigger and try new things. Maybe lead in a way they didn't know they could. I'm skilled at building relationships. I'm a servant leader at my very core, and I think servant-mindedness and relationships go hand in hand. Those relationships include parents, staff, kids, and teachers. It takes a village, and I have a reputation for reaching the unreachable, whether it be a parent, staff, or student. I think it's a skill that I developed over my career, but one I definitely honed here. I served as an intervention teacher here, and I taught summer school for 5 of the 6 summers that I was here. In building relationships with teachers, I helped lead the social committee here at North, as well as at South when I went there. Working hard is something educators do automatically, but I'm always of the mentality if we work hard, we can play hard too. We should enjoy time with our families and colleagues. When I went to South, data showed a disconnect between our bus drivers and discipline problems on buses. I spearheaded a campaign to work with our bus drivers. I made them breakfast and attended their summer PD, outlining our new discipline matrix. Our numbers for bus disciplinaries went down dramatically, but the biggest thing that did was build relationships so that we could all be proactive instead of reactive. I'm a culture builder. Now, you may be asking, how are these different? And I would say they're equally important. One of my favorite quotes is the phrase, "Culture eats strategy for breakfast," by Peter Drucker. We can have the best strategic plan in the world, but if we're not working as a team and moving in the same direction, strategies aren't going to do a thing for us. So how am I a culture builder? I'm transparent. For example, I will tell you, bookkeepers and I will always be BFFs. I tell my current bookkeeper that she keeps me out of jail. In total transparency, that will always be an area I will refer to experts. Being a culture builder also means that you have to be an effective communicator and an equally and even more so effective listener. But being a culture builder also requires enthusiasm and a drive to bring others with you because of that enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is contagious, and my grandmother would tell you I went through that line twice when God was passing that out. I'm structured. I make a list to clean my house so I can cross off the things as I do them. My mother would tell you that my lists have lists, but it's how my mind works. And in my current position, that helps me when dealing with discipline and providing a safe and effective learning environment. A safe school is the most important thing, and unfortunately and fortunately, I've had some real experience with providing that safe place. I wasn't in admin for 4 months when we had to deal with a bomb threat that evacuated my building at 3:15 in the afternoon. I'm the one the concerned student came and confided in. Thankfully, no device was found, but the threat was substantiated. We have had an anonymous threat to teachers that had to be investigated. I'm the administrator that the teacher took the original note to. Again, action had to be taken. I've had to help lead a community in grieving over the loss of a student. Those certainly aren't not the highlights of my career, but they are part of what has shaped me into the leader I am today. Lastly, I'm a well-rounded lifelong learner. I have a lot of experience in 20 years in this gig. I taught in 2 very different districts in South Carolina prior to 2007. My husband had a job opportunity that brought us here, and I literally put in applications in every school district along the I-71 corner. I continue to be a learner. I'm literally in my last class right now to earn my EDS through the University of Cumberland, and I've already been accepted to start my doctorate in August. I've chosen the UOC because of the flexibility they provide. And it may take me 2 or 3 years, but this journey will end with me being Dr. Whitney Keppen. In conclusion, I hope you found this helpful and are able to glean a little more about me and what I can bring to the table. I hope you can see that I'm a champion for kids, a relationship builder, a culture builder, while being structured and well-rounded. Again, thank you for this opportunity.